It's a simple plan, really. Ride my V-Strom the 900 kilometers to Jasper, hike the Skyline Trail, ride back. Well, so far, I've been riding for about 6 hours, just past Edmonton, and I would say a good 5 hours of that has been in the rain, the cold. So that's been fun, but the sun's out now, and it's actually looking like it might be a decent ride for the last 3.5 hours to Jasper. Here's hoping. Well, I made it. Through rain and wind and... well, just those two, but believe me, it was enough. It made for one long ride. There was unexpected delays with road construction, a few detours trying to find a gas station. Very interesting, very long day. My trip odometer says over 1,000 kilometers, so as of now, that is definitely my record for a single day on a motorcycle. But here I am in Jasper National Park, in my campground. The next order of business, setting up the tent. Well, here I am at the south trailhead of the Skyline Trail. Let's get going. Well, it's the end of day one on the Skyline Trail, and it rained pretty much all day. But it was mostly light, and the trail was gorgeous, so I didn't mind. However, I arrived at Snowball Camp to discover all the paths were muddy, and setting your tent up in the rain is no fun. It also forced me to be a bit creative for supper. Instead of sitting out in the open on the picnic benches, I found myself a little hidey hole just a few feet away where I could sit and eat and stay dry. And this is bear country, so when you're done eating, you have to stow that food. Tomorrow is the longest day for me. It's also the day where I hike the highest point of the trail, the Notch. So it will be more difficult than today. Bit of a test. I just hope it stays dry. So that's where I came from. And that vertical wall right there is where I'm going. So here I am at the notch after what can only be described as a grueling climb. Scrambles over boulders, loose rock, lots of snow, and actually that helped. Towards the end though, I lost the trail in the snow. I was lucky enough to spot this sign behind me just from near the top here, and was able to make a beeline for it. So the few hikers behind me, they'll benefit from me breaking the trail. But this really is one incredible view. Windy, as you can tell, very windy. But spectacular. I came from there. Now I'm headed there. So here's the day 2 recap. Today, it was all about the notch. A climb that rises like a vertical wall on approach. It was intimidating to say the least. The trail leading up to it was very narrow, sometimes loose rock, sometimes snow. And near the top, I was the first one to get up there today. The trail was completely covered with snow, and I couldn't see it anymore. I lost it entirely. But thankfully, just over the ridge, I saw peeking out the sign that declared the summit of the notch. So I scrambled up, broke some path, and made the summit. After that, it was a lot of hiking along the ridge, several ridges, a lot of boulder country, and down into a nice, very scenic valley, which is marmot country, lots of marmots. You can hear them from so far away. But it was definitely a challenge today, over 18 kilometers. I discovered that a few kilometers past what I would comfortably do in a day. Shoulders started to hurt after in the last few kilometers. But it was a good day. Made it here, and I'll finish up tomorrow. Well, it's day 3 on the Skyline Trail, and the theme of today is alpine meadows, which have started to show their fall colors and are absolutely breathtaking. After yesterday, the hiking today feels more like a victory lap. There really is no comparable challenge, but I think that's a great way to end off. If you like to hike, Skyline Trail is a must.